Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, it's James, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Here we go. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Hatchet, any weapon. Check.
On second down now, it's James. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be. Broken.
And 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check hot route.
Here's James, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Set. 10 logo. Check. Guys, it's game situation. Topper, fight.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Block off of play action. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Locke going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. James. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 7. Locke. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's James. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on. Say.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
61, match box, light.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Lock. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards.
First down, Giants.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, he's going to wind up. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check 52's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. They'll run on first down. James. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of them.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escapes the sack, fighting through. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he connects with Ertz. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 5.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Powers. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, dude. Go, Jackrabbit.
From the 38, Locke. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Powers. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. The open man is Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here we go, D. Mike 34.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Check the hot read.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Go now. 18 Gator. Hey, lock it. Hey, Charlie. Check. Topper. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. try again on second down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Balaj. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Locke. It's hauled in by Shepard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. But he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Tight dog.
On the ground, it's James. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 6 yards. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. 51, mighty weapon. 51. It's our field. It's our field.
To throw is Jackson. And that's complete to Adams.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check 13.
On 3rd down, it's James. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a give right side. It's James. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Check 9.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's locked. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
On first down, James. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
94. Alpha. Check 99. Check 99.
Ready? On play action, lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Locke now on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Ballage. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Block now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They run it with James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. James. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Got it. 54. My 6'6". Pull it high. Here we go. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. Get there. Kill. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Let's go.
A lot going to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Me and you all day. You draw quarters. Get it.
From midfield, here's Locke. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And here come the whistles and a timeout. With 7 seconds left.
On the ready.
Check. 42 to
Topper. Nickel. Hey, orbit. Let's go. 2.
On first down, Locke going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Five.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Giants, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.